It's midday. Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Citi Prime News on 97.3 FM. The news is live from our studios here in Accra and also live on citinewsroom.com. I am Samuel Akom. Coming up.
More than 2 police patrol vehicles arrived at the intended demonstration site to effect arrests. This development led to the deaths of 2 persons.
2 allegedly shot dead by police during Galamsey protest in Abosso. Also coming up, Tema Port Management dismisses reports of strike and prolonged labor unrest.
As we speak, yesterday and even in the course of the week, there has never been any strike that has come to the attention of the Tema Port Management. In fact, what actually happened about a month ago.
Still ahead on the Citi Prime News, as the year comes to an end, we bring you a report highlighting the key events that shaped 2025. All that and more on the Citi Prime News. We're just live on all our affiliate stations across the 16 regions of the country and around the globe. citinewsroom.com.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Let's settle for the details of our stories now. Let's start with this rather troubling development because 2 demonstrators have allegedly been shot dead during a protest at Abosso near Takwa in the western region. The incident happened when police attempted to disperse residents demonstrating against the alleged handing over of a gangway Galamsey site to some Chinese nationals. Although the police is yet to confirm the incident, a deputy director of NADMO for Pristia Huni Valley Municipality, Louis Affo, tells Citi News he saw the 2 victims who were taken to the Takwa Government Hospital.
The group had planned to embark on a demonstration over the alleged handling of a Galamsey site 2 days ago and again yesterday, but the protest did not take place. However, in the early hours of this morning, more than 2 police patrol vehicles arrived at the intended demonstration site to effect arrests. This development led to the deaths of 2 persons. Following the incident, angry residents blocked all major roads leading into the community in protest. The bodies of the deceased have since been conveyed to the morgue of the Takwa Government Hospital for preservation.
Louis Affo is a deputy director of NADMO for the Pristia Huni Valley Municipality. Away from that, the New Job and South Municipal Police Command has arrested a suspected serious shop break-in culprit in Kuforidua as part of intensified festive season security operations. The arrest forms part of an exercise that also led to the arrest of 28 other suspects for various criminal offences across the municipality. Addressing the media, the Municipal Police Commander, Superintendent Ransford Insia, said the prime suspect, 33-year-old Ibrahim Mutawakiru, was arrested in the early hours of Monday, December 29, after police patrols foiled an attempted series of shop break-ins along Legend Street at the Ajumpa Curtain area.
During the Christmas holidays, as a routine, we mounted several operations, several duties within the municipality to ensure that Kuforidua municipality is crime-free. Despite the fact that we cannot eliminate crime, but we tried our possible best to ensure that Kuforidua citizens celebrate this Christmas in a free environment. During our checks, both uniformed personnel and plain policemen were detailed in town to ensure that any person who fouls the law is brought to book. Currently, we have a suspect at stake, and upon our investigations, he found himself in a ceiling of about 6 stores at Kuforidua Marketing Center.
Superintendent Ransford Insia is a New Job in South Municipal Police Commander. Let's take you to the Tema Port, where management has dismissed reports of a strike and prolonged labor unrest, assuring port users and the business community that operations remain stable. The clarification follows claims by the Food and Beverages Association of Ghana, FABAG, that alleged labor unrest and delays could disrupt activities and force cargo diversion to neighboring ports. Speaking to Citi News, Head of Corporate Affairs at the Tema Port, Delali Sowakpa, described FABA's claims as inaccurate and not reflective of current operational realities.
As we speak, yesterday and even in the course of the week, and there has never been any strike that has come to the attention of the Tema Port management. In fact, what actually happened about a month ago, where certain casual workers, or what we normally refer to them as dog labor, agitated about the implementation of the 24-hour policy. And you see, if you look at the 24-hour policy, the rationale behind it, as espoused by the President of the Republic of Ghana, is to create jobs for people. So it looked like there was a bit of an agitation. At a point in time, some people felt that, okay, fine, once I work 8 hours for the first shift, I'm entitled to be paid. So the same person wants to work in the other shifts, and probably one person wants to work the whole 3 shifts because it comes with a certain financial benefit. And it's contrary to what the President espoused. That is contrary to the position of GPHA, relative to the fact that the essence of the 24-hour economy, specifically in reference to the port, is to create jobs for the teeming youth out there. So that was where there was a bit of discrepancy. But that particular issue was resolved.
Delali Sewakpo is the head of corporate affairs at the Tema Port. Now, 7 communities in the Citi municipality have been connected to the national power grid under the Rural Electrification Project, a move expected to significantly boost local economic activities. The absence of electricity in communities such as Mamime, Lawoshime and Hagodi, among others, had severely affected healthcare delivery, with medical professionals declining postings to the area due to the lack of power. Academic work also suffered, contributing to poor student performance. Residents were often forced to walk long distances to neighboring towns to charge mobile phones and other essential devices, while many relied on generators for funerals and other social events. Speaking to journalists after the commissioning of the project, the Member of Parliament for Citi, Kwame Dutozi Gakpe, and the Municipal Chief Executive, Wisdom Siade, expressed optimism that the extension of electricity would improve living conditions.
These are communities that do not have electricity ever. They are virgin communities. They have never been connected to national grid. They have never seen electricity before, but today here we are connected to the national grid. Yep. I'm so happy that now the nurses posted here can stay. There's no health facility here. They have to walk about 2 hours to access health facility. Today, for the light being here, their clinic will function. We put our clinic, connect it, and get accommodation for the nurses to stay. Nurses here can watch television, and they can see what is happening. They are no more going to send their phone to the nearby community, walk 2 hours, put their phone on charge the following day before they go for their phone.
Member of Parliament for Citi, Kwame Dutozi Gakpe, and the Municipal Chief Executive, Wisdom Siade. You're still listening to the Citi Prime News, live from our studios here in Accra. Still ahead, as the year comes to an end, we'll bring you a report highlighting the key events that shaped 2025. Stay with us.
News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
Channel One TV has a way of telling their stories. Stories that empower change. Capturing the trending issues, delving into our communities, getting out the voices that matter.
Almost 13 to 16 people were under the ground and it collapsed on them. Yesterday we were able to make it and remove 8 of them and 4 were dead.
Channel One Newsroom, CNR, brings you an exhaustive coverage of the day's news. 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
Don't mind in forest reserves. And always when you've created a mess, clean it up. The laws are there. So it's not that we need more laws. It is just that we need more enforcement.
Channel One Newsroom captures the exact news temperature of the nation. From the northern, western, eastern, and southern parts of Ghana, Channel One Newsroom, CNR's got you covered.
Let's speak to the core issues in terms of how we can prevent professionals who have been given the mandate to teach our children, and for this matter, the old children's standard of care, and how they can live up to expectation.
8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
How can somebody wake and you tell the person, I appreciate you for 10 good months? I can't stand it. I'm owing rent. What should I do to be able to pay my rent? I don't understand. They should pay us. Enough is enough.
CNR, telling your stories, empowering change. Catch CNR on Channel One TV at 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. update you on all the running stories, and connect you to the newsmakers.
Welcome back and thank you for choosing the Citi Prime News on the 31st day of 2025 in December. Let's do some more stories. If there is one word to describe 2025 in Ghana, it's eventful, a year that opened with tragedy, delivered political surprises and forced tough national conversations. The following report by Citi News' Ni Ayikwe Okain highlights the key events that characterize the year as it draws to a close.
The year 2025 opened on a tragic note with a massive fire outbreak at the Kantamanto market in Accra, Ghana's largest second-hand clothing hub. Politically, 2025 marked a historic turning point as John Dramani Mahama was sworn in as president following his victory in the 2024 general election, becoming the first Ghanaian leader to be democratically elected to a non-consecutive second term. President Mahama moved swiftly to constitute his government, appointing ministers, heads of state agencies, and senior public officials. However, tensions surfaced early in the new parliament. On January 30, proceedings of the Appointments Committee descended into chaos following a heated confrontation between majority and minority members during the vetting of Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, nominee for Foreign Affairs, and Kwabena Mintah Kando, nominee for Health. In February, the Office of the Special Prosecutor declared former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta wanted after he failed to honor several invitations over corruption and procurement-related investigations. That same period saw evangelist Patricia Asiedua, formerly known as Nana Agrada, sentenced to 15 years imprisonment for defrauding by false pretense in a widely publicized money doubling scam. Parliamentary politics was further shaped by tragedy and electoral shifts. The Member of Parliament for Akwetia, Ernest Kumi, passed away on July 7, creating a vacancy in the constituency. In the subsequent by-election held on September 2, the NDC emerged victorious, reclaiming the seat and strengthening its foothold in the eastern region. Another political upset followed on July 11 during a parliamentary rerun in Ablekuma North, where the NDC's Irabana Obin defeated the NPP in a constituency the party had long dominated. The rerun, ordered after dispute from the 2024 elections, was marred by pockets of tension, chaotic scenes, and security interventions at some polling centers. The nation also mourned the loss of several prominent figures. Legendary high-life musician Daddy Lumba, born Charles Kojo Fosu, passed away, triggering nationwide grief and a prolonged family dispute over his estate and legacy. Apostle Dr. Kojo Safo, founder of Christo Asafo Mission and Kantanka Automobile, also died on Thursday, September 11, 2025. Former First Lady and women's rights advocate Nana Kunedu Ajiman Rawlings passed away at the age of 76, drawing tributes across political divides. One of the darkest moments of the year was a helicopter crash that claimed 8 lives, including Defense Minister Edward Omane-Boamah and Environment Minister Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed. The tragedy shocked the nation and prompted investigations into aviation safety. Other tragedies included the death of 16 members of the Saviour Church of Ghana in a fatal road crash on the Atredia stretch of the Kumasi-Accra Highway. The victims were later laid to rest in a mass burial at Obogu in the Asante Achim North municipality. At least 6 people also lost their lives during a chaotic recruitment exercise in Accra. On the governance front, President Mahama's decision to remove the Chief Justice, Gertrude Tokonu, marked a rare and consequential moment, sparking intense legal, political, and constitutional debates. Parliament passed several landmark legislations, including the COVID-19 Health Recovery Levy Repeal Bill 2025, which abolished the controversial COVID-19 levy. Lawmakers also approved the Road Traffic Amendment Bill, legalizing the commercial use of motorcycles, popularly known as Okada, as well as tricycles and quadricycles. Meanwhile, the Kwandai parliamentary seat was declared vacant following a legal challenge to the validity of the 2024 election results in the constituency. The Supreme Court, however, suspended the planned rerun pending the final determination of the case. Towards the end of the year, controversy erupted in Parliament after the majority leadership proposed a draft bill to repeal the office of the Special Prosecutor following the detention of private legal practitioner Martin Kpebu. President Mahama later intervened, directing that the bill be withdrawn.
That report was filed by Citi News' Ni Aikwe Okai. Now, the Africa Centre for Parliamentary Affairs, ACEPA, has expressed disappointment in the 9th Parliament over what it describes as its weak role in the fight against illegal mining, popularly known as Galamsey. According to ACEPA, Parliament failed to give sustained attention to the Galamsey menace despite its devastating impact on the country's environment, water bodies and livelihoods. Speaking to Citi News, the Executive Director of ACEPA, Dr. Rashid Draman, expressed concern over allegations linking some members of Parliament to illegal mining activities, describing the situation as deeply troubling.
What I was expecting, and many Ghanaians were expecting, that this Parliament would give a lot of attention to and discuss daily until we see some action, is the issue of Galamsey and how it is eating all of us up, including the MPs and the people that they represent. I think on that score, Parliament has woefully failed Ghanaians, including the fact that some of them have been accused of being involved in Galamsey. I mean, that's very sad. What Galamsey is doing to this country, I don't know how this country is going to look like in the next 10, 15 years. And I think if there's any one issue that this Parliament, this 9th Parliament, should be worried about, including all of us, is this Galamsey. And they have a big role to play, because when the history books are written, I think we are going to count them as those who bore the ultimate and first responsibility.
Dr. Rashid Draman is the Executive Director of the Africa Centre for Parliamentary Affairs, ACEPA. And that's how we end the City Prime News, which has been live from our studio here in Accra. For more news, please log on to citynewsroom.com. I am Samuel Akom. Have a good afternoon and a smooth crossover into 2026.
City News, we speak first. Reach our hotline on 0302 224959 and get interactive on Facebook, City 97.3 FM, and on Twitter at City 973.